Hey everybody, John and JVG here, and today we're doing something completely different. We're going to give you a little bit of a video here of our tasting. We're going to do the Four Roses sample pack. Now the sample pack comes in a pack of 10 with all their different recipes. But for expediency, we're just going to do the first 5 here and pick maybe the one that we like the most out of that. And then in our next video, we'll do the other 5 and then put those guys head to head.
Yep.
And then we'll see if we can come up with one of our favorites out of the 10 different recipes. If you ask me, I kind of already know what my favorite is out of the 10 different recipes, but then again, I haven't tried them all. So this is a pretty good opportunity for us to share with you and for you folks to be able to, see us in all our glory here drinking whiskey during the day, doing a little day drinking and having some fun. We want to have fun with these. We want to be informative, and we'd like to do these probably like on a monthly basis if we can, and keep them kind of short. Do them on location, in various different locations, right? I mean, if we can go to a distillery. If you guys have any ideas of what you'd like to see or what you'd like us to taste, we'd like that input as well. So we've got one now today, and we're doing this is the high rye version of the Four Roses recipe. I haven't tried, I don't think I've only tried 1 or 2 of these in the past. So this will be a really good like refresher for me at least.
I think I only had 1.
Yeah, as to how these 5 recipes are. So I think we're going to get into the nose first on all of these. I mean, if you look at them, they all look pretty much the same in the glass. The color is about the same. And the first one we have here, John, is the
OBSV.
OBSV.
So mash bill B with their delicate fruit yeast.
Now here with my sinuses and everything that are impeding me today, anyway, I can still smell. This is a really, wow, this smells really nice, really herbal, very floral.
Get a little peach.
You getting some peach on that? Oh, that's a nice note.
Peach and vanilla.
Yeah. That's really nice. All right, you want to go to the sip on this one?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
It's pretty soft.
But it does have a nice finish, though. I mean, it's easy on the palate. I'm picking up some sweetness. There's some barrel in the finish.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a little oakiness there, a little astringency.
I believe this is the one that is used primarily in the small batch select.
Small batch select? Okay. The shelfer small batch select you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, not the limited edition one.
The shelfer,
right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so that's not awful. That's I would never turn that away.
I also believe that this entire set with taster programs that they have, all of the barrels they batch together to make all of these samples came from their single barrel program warehouse. So they were all barrels that they put in whatever
They use for
warehouse they use for the single barrel program.
Okay. Okay. You don't know what floors these came from in those particular ones? It doesn't give you any information.
I think they're mixed all over, but
they're mixed.
But the recipes were all aged, from that program, so they didn't like.
All right. So we've got some peach and some vanilla. I'm just going to make a couple of quick notes here because, that always helps. I'm getting some floral spices too. And the finish is solid.
Curious to see how the finish is changing.
Yeah.
Some longer than others.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. That was pretty good for the most part. Let's give this a little swirl. See how it does on the. Label-wise, this is.
They're all 104 proof.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is different from both the single barrel program proofs. They are proofed down to 104 proof, so they'll all be somewhat equal.
Yeah,
At least that's what the.
is
that's
that
what the
because
note-
that's the single barrel program? Because that's not what you find on the shelf with most of these.
No.
Yeah.
That's what they said to make all of these equal.
Okay. Well, that's good in a way for tasting
Yeah.
purposes. It's not going to overwhelm you. Now, this nose is completely different than the other nose.
It's grassy.
Oh, yeah.
This is their.
If you told me this was a rye, I'd believe you right off the bat.
This is their spice. Their spicy yeast or
Yeah.
spice yeast.
Yeah, you definitely get that new cut grass kind of spearminty smell. So if that carries over.
Get a little mint too.
Mm-hmm.
This is sweeter and drier than the last one.
A lot drier. A lot drier. But that's kind of typical though for a lot of ryes though.
I think so.
You know, you get that drying effect. But it's almost like it's minty as well in the finish.
It's almost like a mint chamomile tea. Like one of those nighty night teas.
Which I had one of those last night, as a matter of fact. In fact, I'm going to have to bring you one of my syrups. Do you still make a lot of cocktails?
I do.
Oh, okay. I'll have to bring you one of my syrups, my infused syrups. Now, you're on number 3, right?
Yep,
So we're...
OBSO.
All right, so for OBSK, we have some mintiness, right?
Yep.
Grassy, sweet. Anything else?
That's about it.
All right. So on to OBSO. Now, I believe I've had this one before, and I like this one.
This is what they use. This is their fruity yeast.
Oh, this has really got some dried fruit notes to it.
There's a little bit more ethanol on this one.
Yeah, you pick that up right away. But you also pick up like a dried fruit, like a dried cherry, or
I do get some cherry.
maybe some raisin. That's not bad. It's interesting. Let's give it a taste.
You like chocolate.
That's not bad.
Like a not like chocolate, cocoa, like a cocoa powder.
Definitely a cocoa for sure.
I was expecting to get more fruit with the cherry.
Yeah,
I get a little pie crust.
like a burnt pie crust almost.
Yeah.
It doesn't transfer that sweetness from the cherry.
The nose doesn't transfer to the.
Did not transfer to the
palate at all.
palate at all.
I mean, that's not a bad thing though.
Yeah. Well, so we've got
The finish on this, I think, is the shortest of the 3.
Yeah, you're right about that. The finish kind of disappears there after a while. It's still there, but it's not strong.
Yeah.
It's not a strong finish like the first 2.
It's still dry, not as dry as the second one.
You know, when you were doing your research, you're looking at these, did they give you the mash bill for each one of these?
They're all the same. Mash bill.
They're all the same.
Mash bill B.
Okay.
There's only they
I
only
was
use
just
the 2
wondering if
mash
they
bills.
varied like the rye content in any of them.
Just between mash bill B and mash bill E, which is in the other 5.
That's the low one.
And there's 10.
Right.
It's a 10% difference.
Okay. Gotcha.
I did have the exact mash bill on this at some point, but
It's kind of a mocha chocolate kind of with this one. Okay.
So the mash bill B is 60% corn, 35% rye, 5% malted barley.
Okay.
And I believe the other one's 70-25. 5.
Well, you know, it's amazing how much I guess the yeast, you know, changes the flavor so much on these. Because this one is completely different than the first 2. The first 2 were interesting in their own right, separate.
Well, yeast is its own driving fact. I mean, back from when I used to homebrew beer, like changing the yeast changes everything.
Used to homebrew beer?
Yeah,
That doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
changing yeast changes everything.
I tried that once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Used an oatmeal imperial stout is what I made. Yeah, I made it with a buddy of mine, and we fed it to one of our friends. We gave them a 12-pack to take home, and it was somewhere in the vicinity, I think, like 12% alcohol. And he drank the whole 12-pack, and works with my friend who I did with, and he reported for work the next day, but he was completely useless. He spent most of the day in the bathroom. Not me. I was fine. But then again, that's me. So, but yeah, that's interesting that what the yeast can really do to these things. Everybody thinks it's just a barrel, but it's a little bit more than a barrel, right? What'd you say?
I would say it's. I mean, you have your base mash bill, and then the yeast affects that. The barrels and aging have their own aspect, but yeah. But I think yeast will maximize the mash bill, and then the barrel maximizes the final product.
I think there's only so much you can draw from the barrel itself, flavor-wise.
I think yeast is more consistent. Barrel influence is a little less consistent.
That's for sure. And where it is
because
in Rick House,
a certain yeast profile is going to give you a certain end result with a certain mash bill.
That's why it's all a guessing game until it comes into the glass, right?
So this will be the OBSQ.
OBSQ, which I think I've had this one also.
Which is their floral yeast.
Oh God. Wow. Nose on that is really, really pungent.
It's very sharp.
Yeah. It's grassy, but it's sweet.
I get like pine needles. I still get that grass.
Yeah.
There's still that grassy note. I think I get a little bit of that grassy note in all of them.
Yeah. Well, there was one of them, I think it was number 2, which was OBSK. I think if you told me that was a rye, I probably would have believed you.
It smells like...
This one here, just as well.
It smells like one of those Christmas mantle decorations.
Yeah. Do you have those? You do Christmas mantle decorations?
Yeah, in Lego form.
Oh my God, really? Wow. That's ambitious.
This year, all my customers got an amaryllis.
Oh, really?
I gave them an amaryllis bulb in a nice little container.
Oh, that was nice of you.
Of all the people I've ever given gifts to, my daughter's bus driver, every single time since I got her this bulb, I'm getting pictures how excited she is. It's growing, it's sprouting. I've never given a gift to anybody except this bus driver who is I've never seen anybody appreciate something so much. I thought it was funny at first, and then I was like, it's really touching. I really like this bus driver.
Well, it's better than giving somebody just a flower or flowers that die. I mean, if you give them a plant that they can grow and
and I gave instructions on how to regrow it next year.
That's good.
She loves it.
So that makes it a perennial, right? Perennial?
Sort of.
Right.
Yeah. Amaryllises are tropical. They would die up here. Yeah, you have to care for them.
Yeah.
Beautiful, though.
Not exactly suited to our climate up here.
No. Suitable to a climate where we could drink a lot of whiskey or rum in.
That's always whiskey weather, So what do you think of this one, man? Tell me about it. Tell me what you get. Nice mouthfeel.
It's got a lot of wood. A little bit of wood, toasted oak, vanilla. Thinking of it being more floral. It's got...
It's a little spicy on the tongue, isn't it?
A little bit, and it's got some bitterness to it. More bitterness in this one than so. The other ones were sweeter. This is the less sweet.
It's like an oak astringency that comes through.
Yeah.
On it, But I mean, it's spicy on the tongue. I can still feel it in the front of my tongue.
This has the longest finish.
I think that if I were looking for a pour for Christmas or in the fall and to warm up with, this wouldn't be a bad choice. Do you agree?
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of like it's almost like a watered down Midwinter's Night's Dram.
That's an interesting comparison. I would have
It
thought
almost-
that one.
It almost tastes like a boo rye.
That's interesting. That's a nice flavor to it, really, for sure. All right, I'm gonna write down your notes. Boo rye. I don't even know how to spell boo rye. I'm gonna make believe I do. Boo rye. Bit grassy. Okay. You ever notice your penmanship gets better the more pours you have this?
Oh, my penmanship. I have the penmanship of a surgeon and the bank account of a landscaper.
Yeah, I'll tell you what my bank account's like. It's not like a landscaper, I can tell you that. Oh, man. All right, so we're on the last one. Moving right along.
It's the OBSF,
OBSF.
which is what they
Interesting.
call their herbal yeast.
Well, let's see. This is herbal. Okay, this one's got a little more legs than the other ones have.
So I did my research. I thought they were all different mash bills. I didn't realize there was only 2 mash bills
And the yeast
there's
is
2 mash bills and 5 different yeasts.
Right.
Well, 5 yeast. The yeast, there's 5 different yeasts, but the yeast brings the 2 mash bills. So
Yeah.
high rye and a low rye.
Right.
I actually thought there was more difference in. I thought there was more difference in the recipes than that.
Wow. A lot of ethanol right up front.
I actually thought it was ridiculous. I thought maybe they had 10 different recipes with 10 different mash bills.
That would be a lot to do.
Ridiculous.
That would be a lot to do for a distillery, wouldn't it?
Because honestly, I don't follow Four Roses as much as some of the other ones. I always enjoy it, but I don't follow it.
You know, you're in the food industry, right? I mean, there's always cleaning to do.
Yeah.
And if you had 10 completely different recipes, that would be a lot of breaking down and cleaning equipment, wouldn't
Oh, there's 10, I had more than 10 different recipes. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
it? For sure. Yeah, the ethanol spikes right up in this one, right?
This is very yeah.
Right at the
This is
beginning.
actually, I find this less herbal and more floral. I mean, I almost get like a dried bouquet of flowers, a little potpourri.
Potpourri.
In a good way, not like the potpourri you spray in the toilet water.
Yeah. Not like the artificial kind, right? Like the kind
Yeah.
that actually has flower petals in it.
Almost like walking into a like a hobby store or a flower show.
I was going to say florist.
If I was not reading the recipes in order, I would have thought this was more the floral, and the other one was the floral one was more herbal. The flavor on this one's pretty good.
It really is. Oh, good finish. Again, spicy. You pick up that rice spice quite a bit, though.
This has more baking spice and the caramel and the vanilla that you was expecting earlier.
If you're talking about baking spice, I'd have
Cinnamon, nutmeg.
Well, you know, have you ever smelled cardamom?
Yes.
That's what this reminds me of. There's a cardamom component to it. It smells a little bit like that. I mean, and the only reason I know that is because we just used cardamom at home for something, and I stuck my nose in the jar of cardamom just to see what it smelled like, because I've heard people say that it smells. You know, they get cardamom or they get star anise, and you know, we were making something. I don't remember what it was exactly, but we had some cardamom, and that just reminds me of it right there.
Yeah.
Not a bad smell.
This is either really good or it's the 5th whiskey of the day.
Is the 5th or the 6th? I'm not quite sure. This one's for you. That's really interesting, though. to say that could be one of my favorites out of the bunch.
That one's pretty good.
What do you think?
I think I'm roughly between this one and the OBSO.
Oh, yeah, the OBSO. That was the grassy one, right?
No, that was K. K was the minty grass tea.
Oh, this is chocolate and vanilla.
This
Right off the bat.
is the O was more confectionery.
Yeah, without a doubt. There's
But I get more nose here, but I got more confectionery taste on the herbal one, which was odd. I don't remember the O recipes.
yeah, I get distinctly cardamom and baking spices on the last one.
So O is the rich, the fruity yeast.
I like the O. The nose on the O so far is the winner.
OBSQ almost smells like barbecue sauce. I feel like I ate like a barbecue wing and smell my fingers afterwards.
You spent too much
Like
time
a
in the deli. You know?
Mesquite.
I think you're smelling your fingers.
I didn't use that much barbecue sauce there.
Did you ever do that? You realize you're smelling your fingers and not the whiskey?
No.
You know, that's happened to me a couple times.
There's a weird barbecue sauce note on the Q.
Which one's that? Q?
Q.
All right, let's get that one.
Like a mesquite.
It's
like
sweet.
a mesquite smoke, like a sweet mesquite smoky.
Yeah,
A sweet baby Ray's.
yeah. I use Baby Ray's.
Who doesn't?
Good point.
And between the Q and the F are so different, nose wise, for just being a yeast difference.
That's out for me, nose wise. This one's mild. This one's very mild. The OBSO, I'm afraid that would be an easy sipper for me.
I think nose, the OBSQ, I like the most.
I think you're pretty much hooked into that barbecue smell, right?
Fat kid flavors.
I'm gonna have to just get a little bit more here to make sure I'm smelling what I'm smelling here.
The sweetness on
You'll
OBSK
excuse me
is
for
really
that.
nice. The OBSV is definitely out for me.
Yeah, yeah, we both agree on that.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's not as good. It's not any. It's distinctly not as good as the others.
Between these two, this may be my third place. I think the nose on this is a little stronger
Which one was that?
than this is the OBSK than the OBSO.
I mean Q.
I'm sorry, OBSQ.
Q and F, if they're in order.
Oh, okay.
Should
F I'm not going to consider at this point. The Q and the SO.
Okay.
I think the nose is a little stronger on this one. The nose on this one's a little sweeter. It's a little weaker and it's a little sweeter.
So F is out for me.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm between the K, O, and Q.
All right, so you got the middle three, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a little more Q.
We need a little more. So yeah, we're going through these samples pretty.
Should have just done all 10. All 10, take a nap.
Guys, I still got to get home. Okay.
Yeah. Should have Ubered you over.
You'll find me in a rest area somewhere, sleeping.
Originally, the first way through, I thought OBSF was going to be my favorite.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I don't know. OBSO is pretty darn good, man. All right, let me take a palate cleanser here. Try it again. I don't want to influence you, so I'll tell you what I think my top choice is after I take another sip of each. Problem is, if we did all 10, we'd be here for like at least an hour. You know, this has probably gone longer than we anticipated to begin with, but it has been fun.
I really like the OBSQ.
You like that one, huh?
Yeah. I think OBSQ and OBSO. And then I'd probably say the OBSK, and then the OBSF, and then the OBSV.
For me, these two are really good. And I think it comes down to me, it comes down to the finish on these.
Yeah, so we're we're both the same. Definitely the top two are the same.
I think the finish on this is a little better
I agree.
than the SO.
Yep.
The SO, that's one I think I could drink all day.
I could drink all of them all day. I'm not taking.
Well, there's a big surprise. All right. But we both agree that these two are the tops out of those. And I'm perfectly content with the K. I'm sorry, with the Q as being our top choice to move on to the next one. So let's circle that one.
You said O was your second favorite, right?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. That's our runner-up. So I think we throw that into maybe like the final round.
Yeah. I should be able to get more.
You know what I mean? Well, that's another issue.
No, it's not. We'll go look at those. Yeah. Those are pretty good.
But that's where we're at, everybody. So, hey, thanks for hanging with us. We enjoyed doing this. This was a lot of fun, and like I said, look for us again in the future. We're gonna be up here again doing this.
Thanks for watching.
Probably from a different location next time. We have some ideas about what we want to do and where we want to go with this, and how we're going to do it. Hopefully we can get better and do better videos as we go along, and bring you with us. And that's what this is all about. This is all about bringing you guys with us where we go and what we do and how we do it. So thanks for everything, and cheers to Exit 9 for helping us with this. We're all very happy about that, and we'll see you next time.
Till next time.
Cheers.